Assalamu alaikum everyone. Greetings, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My name is Taha Hassan and I will be the sergeant at arms for 924th Karachi Toastmasters Club meeting. It's a privilege that we have reached that milestone of getting 924th meeting. Before we start, I would like to mention some ground rules of how the speakers should speak. As Toastmasters, we don't talk about religion, sex, politics. So please reframe your discussion and your speeches, your evaluation, or anything when you are called upon to speak. Restrain it. Do not take your speech or whatever you are saying to these three elements. And so we are having an online meeting. There are some rules that we also follow in these online meetings. Number one, kindly mute yourself if you are not speaking, and kindly turn off your video if you are stepping away from your computer or your cell phone or from the meeting. Toastmasters goal, and everybody in their life has a mission to achieve their goal. Likewise, our Toastmaster Club also has a mission. The mission of our Toastmasters Club is to provide mutually supportive and positive learning environment in which every member has the opportunity to develop communication skills, leadership skills, and building self-confidence and personal growth, which in future help them in their lives. Today, our president is not available, but one of the person second to in which in the military we say that the second in command. So in our club, the second in command is our VP. You all know him. He's one of the most busiest person nowadays um, in this club, the Karachi Toastmasters Club. He's taking the meeting to the next level. We are achieving really good goals, and especially the most important thing is that we are starting on time and almost ending on time. So I would like to call upon the acting president, the most beloved Toastmaster Imran Ran. Sir, the stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Taha, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Myself, Toastmaster Imran Rana, the Vice President Education, but in this meeting as an acting president. Welcome you all to our weekly meeting of Karachi Toastmasters Club. Today, as we all know that we are celebrating Independence Day. I have some lines I would like to share some poetry by Dr. Tafazzul. It's a very nice poetry, so I would like to share with everyone. Others might have forgotten, but never can I, that the flag of my country furls very high. Because of the efforts put in by them, my mothers, my sisters, and those great men who laid down their lives for a just cause and showed it to the world that Pakistan it was. So I wish all of you happy Independence Day, although it's 11th of August, but since today is the Wednesday, so we are celebrating it as an Independence Day. So before starting our meeting, let me give you an interesting fact about today's date. And the fact is the 11th of August. And you know what? On August 11th, 1927, a representative of 5 Southern Californian Toastmasters clubs met at Santa Ana by invitation of Ralph Smedley to consider this establishment of a federation of the clubs. Out of the meeting came a resolution favoring a permanent organization From this beginning, the organization of Toastmasters developed and expanded. On August 11, 1947, once again, interesting date, representative of the more than 500 Toastmasters club meet at St. Paul in the 16th convention of Toastmasters International. 20 years ago, about 125 men started the movement, which now claims nearly 14,000 active members. So that's the important fact about Toastmasters. As we all know that Toastmasters is an established by Dr. Ralph P. Smedley. The main purpose of this is to help members to create their public speaking skills and leadership skills through an educational programs called Pathways, and currently we have 11 pathways. Currently, we have 11 pathways. Can anyone tell me what's the vision of Toastmasters International?
Basically, the vision of Toastmasters is that so that we can improve our public speaking and the way we speak, the way we talk, we can look at it, because when we are delivering it in front of camera or in front of the audience, we do it in a different way. And when we are doing it in front of people, we cannot know that what is our way. But when we are doing in front of people who that they are not judging you, so that is the vision of Toastmasters.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ramsha Shahid, for helping me out. So, as we all know, the vision of Toastmasters Club to improve our leadership and communication skills. So, before handing over the charge to our Toastmaster of the day, we have a guest with us named Siddiqui. So, could you please turn on your mic and turn on your video? Could you please let us know how did you know about Karachi Toastmasters Club? So could we have your brief introduction? If you are listening us, guest Siddiqui.
Yeah, hello, sir.
Sir,
I have actually heard about Toastmaster from my friend. He has attended, I think, 2 events, 2 sessions in Toastmaster. So, sir, I'm actually, sir, not good in public speaking, and this is my dream and goal to become a great public speaker in future. So that's the reason, sir, I'm here to achieve that skill. And sir, I'm also improving my English speaking. So it will also help me to improve my English also. And you know that, sir, if someone wants to become a successful person, he must have the public speaking skill, because it is the most important skill. And it also and I also sort of need to develop my communication. So that's the reason, sir, I am here today as a guest, and I want to become I want to be a member of the Toastmasters. But I think and that's the reason I'm as a guest today, because I'm I just want to see how you interact and how the Toastmaster is going on. And unfortunately, sir, this is an online session. I want to visit Toastmaster physically, because it will be very helpful. Yeah.
Thank you so much, future Toastmaster Siddiqui.
Yeah.
Good to have you. And yes, please.
Sir, my name is Siddiq.
Siddiq, sorry.
Yes.
Good to have you, future Toastmaster Siddiq. So
thank you, sir.
Let me tell you that you have come to the right place, and we look forward to seeing you as a member very soon, inshallah, and you will definitely love today's session. So
yes, sir.
We have guest from Quetta Toastmasters Club, Yaqub Mari. Toastmaster Yaqub Mari, could we have your brief introduction? Yaqub Mari sir, if you are listening us, could we have your brief introduction? Yes. Okay, I can see our general evaluator also.
Am I online?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. My name is Yaqub Khan Mari. I'm working in Government of Baluchistan as Deputy Secretary, currently in Mines and Mineral Development Department, and I belong to Quetta Baluchistan. Thank you.
Good to have you, Toastmaster Yaqub Mari. So,
Thank you.
If no guest left, then we can kick off the meeting. And now let me invite one of my good friend. He is Shah Rukh Khan of our club. Let's welcome TTM Shah Rukh Shanawaz. The stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Imran Rana. Am I audible? Please confirm if I'm audible. Thank you. Well, thank you, Toastmaster Imran Rana, for such a kind words, and happy Independence Day to everyone. As Toastmaster Imran rightly said, that today is not the 14th August, but we can still celebrate the spirit of 14th August way in the future. And as a Pakistani, I'm blessed to be born here, and I'm blessed to be celebrating Independence Day with all my friends, my fellow Toastmasters. Even in these difficult times with the COVID and pandemic, I'm happy that Karachi Toastmaster Club is not holding back. It is progressing, it is conducting all its meetings, virtual sometimes, in person, and sometimes hybrid. But in the given circumstances and in all our shortcomings, we are still moving forward. We are making our way.
Sorry, Toastmaster Shah Rukh Shanawaz. I just forgot that we have our business session. So I request you to please call Toastmaster Latif for business session. Then he can hand over it.
Oh yes. So so before we can start our meeting formally, I would like to invite Toastmaster Latif to please explain the business session, and after that we can formally start our meeting. Toastmaster Latif, are you with us?
Yes. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster DTM Shah Rukh Shanawaz. Friends, guests, our last meeting was held on 4th of August, our meeting number 923. We had 4 members who delivered their projects. TM Asgar and TM Ali Hassan Babar completed their levels. TM Ali Hassan Babar completed his level 4 for engaging humor, and Toastmaster Asgar finished his level 1 in presentation mastery. We had the winners of those, and I would like to really announce them. Facilitators was TM Shamam Khan for her role of grammarian. Big 4 was won by co-host, actually. It was Toastmaster Navinta Karan and Toastmaster Asgar Ramzan. The evaluator, the best evaluator role was won by TM Taha Hassan. Best table topic speaker was a guest speaker from Pune, India, Toastmaster Hirikikesh. And evaluation was, Critics Award was won by Asgar Ramzan. So this is for the meeting for us, and congratulations once again. We live in freedom. We live in this beautiful country. Let's prosper and make our country, nation proud. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Latif. And as Toastmaster Latif rightly pointed out, that we are lucky to be celebrating our independence. And as I was saying, the Karachi Toastmaster Club is not holding back. It is making progress every day, every month, every year. We are continuing to win all the awards, and even call out our facilitators, who are the role holders, and without the team, we are always unable to hold a successful meeting. So behind every successful meeting, there is a contribution, great contribution by our role holders and facilitators. So first, I would like to call out Toastmaster Imran Rana to explain his role as timer for today's meeting.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today I'm the timer, and my role is to make sure that the meeting proceedings are on time. There will be different timing for different segments for prepared speech, for prepared speeches. The speaker has to speak with their allotted time, that is from 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, my virtual background will turn into green. At 6 minutes, my virtual background turn into yellow. At 7 minutes, my virtual background will turn into red. This means that the speaker has to wrap up his speech, because after 30 seconds, he will be disqualified from voting. For table topics, the speaker has to speak for about 1 minute to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. At 1 minute, my virtual background will turn into green. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, turn into yellow. At 2 minutes, my virtual background will turn into red. This means now the speaker has to wrap up his speech, because after 30 seconds, there will be no signals of disqualification and he will be disqualified from voting. And in prepared speech evaluation, the evaluator at 2 minutes, the virtual background turn into green. At 2 minutes and 30 seconds, yellow. And at 3 minutes, red. This means now he has 30 seconds to complete his evaluation. After that, he will be disqualified from voting. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day. You need to unmute your mic, Toastmaster. Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Imran. Thank you, Toastmaster Imran Rana, for explaining your role. The next role is of our counter, and our counter of the day is Toastmaster Ali Asher. Toastmaster Ali Asher, please explain your role.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day, DTM Shahrukh Shanawas. Being the accounter, my role is to count the filler words that are and repeated words like basically the as you know, etc. So best of luck. That and at the end of the meeting, I am going to announce the result or the report that I noted. Over to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ali Asher. The next role holder is Toastmaster Latif Mansoor, who is our vote counter of the day, the Election Commission of Karachi Toastmasters Club. So Toastmaster Latif, please explain your role.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, DTM Shahrukh Shanawas. My role as a vote counter will be, today we are having 3 sessions. So after each session, like once the prepared speech is over, I will be floating up for the best speakers poll by Zoom poll. And you all are requested to please vote for the best speaker. I myself as a vote counter will not be able to use my vote until unless it's a tie. I'll be just using my vote to break the tie. And similarly, I'll be doing it for the further 2 sessions, which is the table topic and the evaluation session. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Election Commission of Karachi Toastmasters. The next we have the listener, Toastmaster Ruksha Kumari. Toastmaster Ruksha Kumari, are you with us?
Yes, Toastmaster Shahrukh.
Please explain your role.
So today, first time I'll be given a role, one listener role. So here I'm to explain my role. One cannot become a good speaker if he's not a good listener. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, today I will be playing listening role. It's more like checking your listening skills. I'll be noting down some interesting phrases or sentences by speakers, and at the end, I'll be calling out those sentences and phrases, and you have to guess the name of the speakers. The one who said it is requested to remain silent. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Toastmaster Raksha. I would now like to invite Toastmaster Hiba, who is the grammarian as well as the word master of the day. So Toastmaster Hiba, please explain your role as the word master and the grammarian.
Hello, Toastmasters and guests. As the grammarian, I will be making note of all the incorrect word grammar and words spoken by the speaker during the prepared speeches and the table topic sessions. Sovereignty and the meaning. Can you help me with it?
The meaning will be, I'll share the meaning on the chat box. Could you make a sentence from that?
Okay. So sovereignty is related to authority and power of any country or government. So the sovereignty of Pakistan is has been democratic, or that's what I understand. Okay. Thank you. Would you like to add something, TM Imran?
You need to explain grammarian role as well.
I did explain the grammarian role, didn't I? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hiba. Last but not the least, we have Toastmaster Anam Khadri, who is the joke master of the day. Toastmaster Anam Khadri, I am inviting you to tell us a joke.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. First of all, apologies for not putting up that virtual background. I'm trying my best to do it from my mobile, but I'm sorry, since last half an hour, I'm not able to do that. Anyhow, I'll proceed. A man went in for a job interview in an organization. And the first thing that his boss asked him was, what do you think is your worst quality? On this, the man said, well, sir, I am a bit honest. The boss said, that's not a worst quality. That's something good. Being honest is good. On which the man said, I don't agree with everything that you say. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anam Khadri. With this, we will move on to our first session, and that is of prepared speaker. And our first speaker of the day is a brilliant speaker, Toastmaster Ramsha Shahid. And her evaluator is Toastmaster Asghar Ramzan. Toastmaster Asghar Ramzan, please explain the roles and objectives of the project, of her project. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you, Shahrukh Shanawaz, and it's good to see all colleagues. Our first speaker, the prepared speaker today is Ramsha. Can I see Ramsha, by the way? Raksha Kumari, my target speaker.
No, it's Ramsha Shahid. Ramsha Shahid.
Okay, because I can't see her. So Ramsha Shahid is doing her project from presentation mastery, and it is her first speech after ice break. And today she will talk about the different communication style and identify her primary style.
This is not my first speech. This is not my second speech after. This is my second, not second. You said that this is my second speech. This is not my second speech. Can you see me?
It's a level 2 first speech. Level 2 for speech.
Yes, level 2 first speech. That's what I said. And if I said it wrongly, I'm sorry. I never hesitate to confess my mistake, because you can't bulldoze so many witnesses in front of you.
Okay, it's okay.
So my apologies. It's level 2, level 2 first speech. But well, the purpose of this today's speech is to recognize the different communication style and identify our primary style. So I would like all of you to please welcome the first speaker to deliver a speech today. Ramsha Shahid, please.
Assalamu alaikum and a very good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I hope you all are doing well. So the project that I have right now is communication, types of communication styles. So I hope that all of you who are present today is familiar with the term communication. A lot of labels are actually attached with communication. Some people call it chatting, some people call it talking, and a lot of people even do communication in the form of texting. Texting is also a form of communication, obviously, because it involves that what you are thinking, you let the other person know about it. What is the need of communication? Why do we communicate exactly? I think that letting your thoughts out and letting the other person know that what do you think about that particular situation is very important. And we have seen that communication can cause war, communication can cause peace. The way you communicate your idea and the way you let your thoughts out, the way you express yourself plays a very important and major role in your life. Listening also plays a major part because you can't really take forward the conversation without listening to the other person and then transfer your thoughts. So we can definitely say that active listening is pivotal to good communication. Good communication can make you understand that the way you let yourself speak and the way you put yourself out plays a very vital role in your life. We have seen that a lot of people try to say something and nobody listens to them. The main reason behind that is maybe they are talking it too aggressively, maybe they are screaming loud, maybe they are scolding someone, nobody listens to them. But when you say the same exact thing with a little bit of assertive way and you let yourself become calm and you let yourself like the way you want to see other people, you can't really scream at everyone and make your point. You have to be a little calm. So as I said that there are different communication styles which have different effects of people, I would like to mention 3 communication styles over here which really people adapt, and let us know that what type of communication style you have. First of all, there is assertive communication style. This is considered to be the most effective communication style. And a person using this style is confident in their convictions, but make sure that they do not belittle or steamroll others in the conversation. A point or an example of this is that when you are trying to when you're talking to a child, you are very calm and you want the other child and you want the child to know what you are thinking, and you talk to them very slowly and gradually, because children are very those people in which when you see children, you become very calm and soft and cool. So that type of communication style is known as assertive communication style. Apart from that, second communication style is aggressive communication style. This communication style can be hostile and threatening and comes from a place of wanting to win at all costs. An aggressive communicator behaves as if their contribution to the conversation is more important than anyone else. And the content of their message is often lost because of the tone of the delivery. And example of that is when you are scolding a child. At the same time, when a child is very abusive and you want to scold them and you want to slap them in the face, with the type of communication style that when you adapt at that time is known as aggressive communication style. Passive. The third type of communication style is passive communication style. So this type of communication is also known as submissive communication style. Another way of describing it is people pleaser type. This type of communication is self-effacing and conflict avoiding and easygoing. So these are different communication styles. depending on your preference and need, you can use any of the mentioned communication style so that you can express your thoughts in a better way. Because communication is the only way that you can express your thoughts. Because as we all know that the world is for the people who knows how to deliver their thoughts, which can influence people so that their idea and thoughts could be followed and then they can become great leaders and influencers. So I would like to give you all a task today is that after this meeting, go in front of your mirror and stand in front of your mirror and start talking to yourself and see what type of communication style you have. And if you think that there is something that you should work on, definitely try to work on, because we all are working on ourselves daily and trying to get better. And if you think that there is something that you really like in your communication style, try to make it more effective so that everybody who listens to you on a daily basis get affected to you more of it. So that was it for my speech. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ramsha. Toastmaster Imran, are we going to have a namaz break or should I invite the next speaker?
Let's have another speaker, and after that we can have 10 minutes namaz break.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Imran. Well, Toastmaster Ramsha rightly said that communication can cause war and communication can cause peace. Our next speaker is a model. He's also an athlete. And if Pakistan is missing a gold medal, so we can all look to him as well, because he should have been there representing us. So a resilient speaker, Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali, and he's going to be evaluated by Toastmaster Ramsha Shahid. Toastmaster Ramsha, please read out the aims and objectives of Toastmaster Latif's project.
Okay, so his pathway is motivational strategies, level 2, and project 3, which is introduction to Toastmasters mentoring. His speech title is Your Work is Bound. So the stage is all yours, Toastmaster Latif. You can begin.
Just give me 1 second. Do you know how many years an eagle lives for? Average age of an eagle is 80 years. And what happens when the eagle is 40 years of age? She starts peaking and breaking her beak. She tries to put all the feathers off. She gives herself a lot of pain. But that after 5 months, when she gets her feathers back, when she gets her beak, she rises high. Why I'm trying to tell you these things? Just because everything has bound with time. And time is, which is all important. We don't know how much we have. But then in control of time, we loses our anxiety, we loses our anger, patience, and we destroy everything of ours. Fellow Toastmaster of the day and distinguished guests, I would like to attend one small example for you. What do you find when you look at a mirror? You will find yourself, but the best exposure of yourself is when you are smiling. And why not? Because the patience, the moment you smile, you forget many, many problems. Once, I wanted to be a photographer, but my mentor asked me to take a lot of hassles. He asked me to put the wires. He asked me to check on the camera batteries. He asked me to do every groundwork. But one thing which I really wanted and he didn't give me was the camera. I wanted to take pictures of all the celebrities, of all the programs which I am attending. What happened? I lost my patience. I didn't even know what time it is. Am I a pro? But as I lost my temper, I went to him and said, why are you not giving me this camera? He said, patience. Another 2-3 days, another 2-3 events pass, and I was still in bit of anxiety. Friends, finally I managed to got that camera. But while having that camera at the first, today was the difference. I knew where to check the battery, where to check the exposure, where to check the additional lights, or where to reduce the lights. So these are the benefits when you give time to something. And this is what has happened to me. When I joined Toastmasters, I was just saying, what? Same projects, levels, assignments? I'm not here for this. I ran away from school for this. But finally, when I gathered with those people, I realized that the time I invest with them, the time I invest with the like-minded people, is the all what is for me. And I welcome everyone with a smile then, because I learned from each and every Toastmasters in front of me. Each and every Toastmaster had a limit and excels, has showed what he can grow with. So I decided to give time. I decided to thank my mentors as many times as possible. But I realized that those mentors are giving us time. We are bounding ourselves to this commitment that we will give a project delivered. And all those process, you finally reflect who you are. Didn't I tell you about the mirror? That's what you know. That's what you find yourself. You level your progress. You assess your growth. And you finally got to know what is your own worth. Friends, in Toastmasters, mentors are many, and they will help you out in each and every aspect. But trust me, mentors do have a lot of stress. They have their own life. Test Toastmasters, which I learned from last 2 years, it is self-learning. Yes, you can contact the mentors. They will help you because they have overseen all the obstacles and they will try you should not fall into those obstacles. My urge to each and every member here, please follow your path, contact your mentor, feel free, but don't lose hope because you never know how far you reach and you take a U-turn. Maybe the next level speech is your speech. The next level speech is all what you are giving the takeaway messages to the audience. So this is what I learned from my mentors and what I will be giving it to my protege, my mentees. A lesson of self-learning, a lesson to look in front of the camera, in front of your mirror and realize your own potential. We are not bound with anything. We just have to invest a lot of time. And this is what a project, a level up requires. Bound, every work needs time. Please invest time in yourself. Thank you. Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Latif. Beautiful words. The moment you smile, you forget many problems. Beautiful words. Thank you, Toastmaster Latif. We will take now 10 minutes break to offer namaz. So, inshallah, we will meet after 10 minutes. Thank you, timer of the day, Toastmaster Imran Rana. So, our next speaker is someone who is very passionate, who is very artistic, and it is very difficult to match his enthusiasm. Toastmaster Kareem Meghani. and he is going to be evaluated by Toastmaster Latif Mansoor. Toastmaster Latif, please explain the aim, the goals and objectives of his project.
Thank you, Toastmaster. DTM Shahrukh Shah Nawaz, Toastmaster of the Day. Today, my target speaker, my friend, Toastmaster Karim Meghani, he will be delivering his project from Motivational Strategies, Level 2, Project 3. This is all about Introduction to Toastmasters mentoring. Speech length is 5 to 7 minutes. Purpose statement of his project is the purpose of this project is for the member to clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring. The purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspects of a previous experience as a protege. So we're going to learn a lot about what Toastmaster Karim really admires or feels mentoring is. Speech title is Toastmaster Karim Meghani. Speech title, Limitless Learning. Limitless Learning, Toastmaster Karim Meghani. Over to you.
Thank you, TM Latif. Thanks for the very nice introduction. Happy Independence Day. This is not part of my speech, but I'm just saying to all of you, it's lovely to be part of the community from far. And it's always good to see the smiling faces. It's like a family now. Okay. Do you remember your first speech? We all Toastmasters are here. Yes, we remember our first speech, how nervous we were, what we were talking, what we were discussing, how our hand gesture, what was our vocal variety. Do you remember? All of you? Dear Toastmasters and guests, I want you to remember that day. And if you are senior enough to finish one pathway or one level enough, just see the change. Did you saw any change in yourself? I saw a lot of change on myself. Honestly, I remember my first speech. I remember I was sitting in my office. I was in a meeting. I told the other guy, just wait for a minute. This is a Toastmaster. I don't know how it is. There is one of my friends who encouraged me to participate in this, to have public speaking. I did a lot of public speeches in my life, but let me try this out. I said, okay, let's try this out. And I was in a meeting. I'm telling you, I was not very serious. Sorry for this. But this is my first speech. And I delivered my introduction of my life, my hotel experience, and I did my icebreaker speech. The minute the speech finished, I said, okay, I did a good job. I'm a good speaker. I do a lot of speeches. How it will go? Let's see how it goes. Then the evaluation came. And see, my evaluator was DTM Tala. You know, our dear president. It's very kind on us. And he gave me this feedback. Your computer was too down. Your body posture was okay. Your language was wonderful. I said, now I should start thinking about how I deliver my speeches. Huh? There's somebody is looking at me very critically. And he's telling me some feedback. Then the journey started. And my dear timer, acting president, TM Rana, start telling me, you are a brilliant speaker, you are a brilliant storyteller, improve your speeches. Then my dear brother, who encouraged me to come to Toastmaster, TM Latif, why your body posture is like this? Why you are holding hand like this? Because I delivered all my life speeches like this. But you have to improve it. You have to show your body movement. You have to use the space. You have to come forward. You have to come backward. Wow. So much to learn. And vocal variety. Wow, vocal variety. Ex-President Arusa talking about my vocal variety. DTM Tala talk about my vocal variety. TM Rana, TM Latif, TM Tala, all these evaluators. Always. The first speeches, Karim, wonderful speech, but your vocal variety need to be improved. And your body posture, you are standing in one position, just holding your hands, not moving here and there, not using your stage area. I'm using my body space now. I'm using the stage now. Is my vocal variety improved? How? Do you know how? Because of you guys. Really by you guys. My wife and my son was telling me, again another speech and you will be delivering. And now, but your vocal variety really increased. Why you're shouting all the time? I said, no, I'm delivering speeches. My mentors are telling me to improve my vocal variety. So I have to shout. I have to say lightly. When I have to emphasize, I have to come forward. This all my mentors are telling me. They hold my hand. Thank you for this. Really thanks for this. Toastmaster is all about this experience. You know, you love your speech, you love your content, but improvement will come through this evaluation, through your mentors. And Toastmasters mentorship is taken so seriously, really seriously. I felt like I have brothers and sisters in Toastmaster Club in Karachi who are always looking at me and looking for improvements, to give me feedback. And I am really like to appreciate this help. Lot of energy, lot of emotion comes to me now because of you guys. And I again want to appreciate you. And I will keep improving. And I know after my speech, I will be receiving feedback. I will be receiving TM Imran Rana's speech, TM Imran Rana's comment that, Karim, you were very nice today, but you can improve this. TM Latif will say, maybe your enthusiasm was too much today. Maybe you are too much in the character. You have to improve this. DTM Tala is not there, but probably he will see my speech and he will tell me the same thing or some other comments. Guys, you are there for me. And I'm really improving. Trust me. First speech in October. Today, in August, I'm delivering these speeches in my second pathway. This whole improvement comes through you. Dear Toastmasters, learn from these guys. These are phenomenal characters. They have wonderful humanity. They have wonderful friendship. These are your brothers and sisters. Learn from them. Learn from me also. I can help you. Trust, but little bit. Not like that. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Thank you, Toastmaster Karim Meghali. A wonderful starting of your speech. Do you remember your icebreaker? The moment you said this line, I was thrown back into the good old days. I was trying to remember my first icebreaker. And you were right, it was a horrific experience. But later on, the journey did become smooth, beautiful, and a memorable one. Our next speaker, she is someone that it is always pleasant to listen to her speak, and I hope she will make history today as well.
It seems like we have lost Toastmaster Shahrukh Shanawaz.
I'm the evaluator. You want me to read the project? You want
No,
to
you are
continue?
not.
Oh,
You are not.
okay. TM Shahrukh
He's
is
back.
back.
He's back.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
DTM Shahrukh, please.
You need to unmute. Yes.
Sorry. Toastmaster Mariam Aftab is our next speaker. It is always pleasure to listen to her, and I hope she's going to make a history today as well. Toastmaster Kareem Meghani is her evaluator. Toastmaster Kareem Meghani, please explain goals and objectives of her speech.
Thank you, DTM Shahrukh Shanawaz. It's my honor to introduce TM Mariam Aftab Kidwai, finally Toastmaster and delivering her first speech. That's a wonderful achievement. And, first, good luck to you first. Before explaining, just to introduce yourself, she started as a guest, and you remember that how many times she was the best table topic. And she got a lot of awards, and finally she became part of the member of Karachi Toastmasters. And this is her first speech, level 1. Her speech title is "You Are Being Mind Controlled." You are being mind controlled. I want to be controlled also. My mind need to be controlled now. Over to you, TM Mariam Aftab.
Thank you, Kareem Saab, for the introduction. Well, here I would like to start my speech by just pouring a question to you all. Tell me honestly, when we go to the Shadi halls, what is the best thing you find there? What is the thing that you miss if it is not there after the dinner or maybe during the dinner time? Can anyone tell me about that?
Well, when it comes to me, it's dessert after the food. I don't know about
photographer taking our pictures.
That's you. You were talking about yourself with the food.
Music. Good music. Traditional music.
Yes, music, but with the food items I'm talking about, the drinks I'm talking about.
Okay.
Okay, right. I think it's the cold drink that if it is not there in the menu, if we do not find the cold drink bar, we all do become sad about it. Oh, it was not fun. The wedding was okay. Cold drink was not there. Why do we miss that? Why it is the part of our menu? Is it really essential? Is it the need, the demand? Just give yourself the answer. Just ask yourself and give yourself the logical answer. Try to get a logical answer. Why do we need Coke after every meal? It is the demand that is. This is not just in a spin, or you can say that has been done in a minute or so. It took a long time for the brands to do that. To enter your house, put their brand on it, their product in front of you, and you accepted that. Without thinking whether it is good for you, is it really necessary? But they have manipulated it, and we have been mind controlled. How? Why? A long story. Brands do that, but we do not understand it. Through their ads, I would rather say, let's talk about how and why. Now, have you seen TVC commercials and during Ramadan, while you are fasting? Have you ever observed 2 minutes before the Azan time, a cola ad is always there, and they show you a cold bottle that has been dripping out, and then you just start thinking of it. I wish I could hold this, and I need water. I need drink. I need to drink it because the need is over there. You feel thirsty over at that time. What they show you through ad, you need this. And in real life, you don't need that. You need a water or anything that can give you a soothing effect at that time, because obviously we have been fasting for a long time. We need something to drink to satisfy our need at that time. At that time, they show you that app to trick your mind. But to all those who are 40 plus, are safe with that. We have red juice in our houses and we are very much into that. But what about our next generation? The ad is not for you. The ad is for your children. To give them a look and to create this in their mind that you need a cola to open your fast, and you can do that. It is safe. It can give you the pleasing effect. It is the best thing. This is how you have been manipulated. Ask yourself, is it really that necessary? And this is how it entered our parties and our shadi halls and in our menu. Now, let's talk about some other brands also. What about tissue paper? Have you ever noticed their ads? Have you ever think of it, how they work? Let's little bit talk it. Let's talk about that. Well, if you notice them very cool, they always took 2 or 3 tissue papers from the boxes, never 1. Why did they do that? Ask yourself what you do after watching the ad. You also take out 2 to 3 tissue papers, right? The brand asks you to consume more, you can buy more. They have become an essential part of your household. In your grocery, this is now a need, no more a luxury. Drinks, sort of a need, no more a luxury. Now, if we go towards more brands and more, and we talk about more mind control things. So what about a surf and a soap? Our dadi, amma used that soap to wash your clothes. Do you remember that? How hard it was? It was not that hard, but it was made that hard. Look that hard. I would rather say. How did they do that? They teach you that your soft hands will get tough. Your skin, you have to take care of yourself. At that time, they discriminate between men and women. It was worse for the women. Now, because of the machines, washing machines, men can also wash clothes easily. But this is how they have created the demand. And there are many products like Fair and Lovely. Now they have changed it to Glow and Lovely. Why? Because now the standards of beauty are changing. Before that, it was, I want a fair bowl. But now, Mama, I want a confident wife. This is how they trick. This is how they play. So please, do not let yourself be manipulated. Think wisely. Before you open your wallet, please open your mind. And then spend wisely. This is how, these are not the only brands, but this is how the brands are manipulating and they are entering your home. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Maria Mahtab. You have rightly said that before opening our wallet, we should open our mind. And yes, if you want confidence, instead of using Fair and Lovely or Glow and Lovely, join Toastmasters. It will definitely help you with your confidence. So next we have Toastmaster Raksha Kumari. She is making history and continues to amaze us. And she is being evaluated by Toastmaster Ali Ashar Anjum. Toastmaster Ali Ashar Anjum, please explain Toastmaster Raksha's projects, goals and objectives.
Okay, I hope I am audible and visible. My target speaker is Toastmaster Raksha Kumari, and she is on her level 1, and today she is going to uh, going to a project of evaluation and feedback speech 1. The purpose of the project is to present a speech on any topic to get evaluated, get feedback, apply it to in the speech. So the speech is my hobbies. Toastmaster Raksha Kumari discovering my hobbies. Over to you. Toastmaster Raksha?
Yes, yes, I'm here. Am I
Okay.
visible and audible to you all?
Yes, you are.
Thank you, Toastmaster and my evaluator. And I am here to give my second speech, which is on discovering my hobbies. A hobby, a day keeps the doldrums away. Hello, Toastmasters, and a very good evening to all the members. This is Raksha Kumari. I'm here to discover my hobbies. Hope you all are doing well. Last week, I was here to discuss and open up about me and myself. Today, I am here to go further for my life and my interest and specifically my hobbies. So, I'm saying that life without hobby is like food without salt. It is hobby which makes one's life interesting. I hope you know all. So building up my life with my interest, hobbies, and I am saying that in my opinion, sometimes hobbies varies with age too. Anyways, discovering my first hobby, which is playing cricket. It's maybe or that being a girl, I'd love to play cricket. In my childhood, I loved to play cricket and I used to play with street boys too. And me whole night I used to play whole night with street boys in Ramzan, uh, until Seri, people used to play cricket and I used to do this too. So you all or you few aware that I lived in interior and whenever I moved to Karachi and schooling my I starting my schooling in Karachi. Most probably it was the first time in my school that my school has started girls tournament, and it was the first time my school was starting first girls tournament, and fortunately I was the first player of that tournament, and my coach starting giving training to me. After training, I played my life's first cricket tournament in National Stadium of Karachi. And you will not believe I with my team played with hard ball, with bigger boundary. After the match, my coach said, "You are perfect for cricket. You can pursue your career with cricket too." And fortunately, or luckily, or by my hard work, or by my team, we won that match too. And it was my first medal that I achieved in my life. But still, I love to play cricket with same enthusiasm, same excitement, and same passion. My hobbies gives me a lot of knowledge. My hobby keeps me busy Always, because of my hobbies, I always have pleasant occupation of leisure moment. As my hobbies are quite interesting, and joyful, so turning to my other hobbies, these are interesting, joyful, and entertaining too. Then my second hobby is to dance. Dance. It is hidden language of soul. When I dance, everything, whether anxiety, depression, stress, I forget everything completely. I forget, and that's the best thing in life. And continuing my third hobby, and last time I mentioned that photography, but photography is my passion, but sometimes it comes out to be my hobby too. Photography is my whole craze. Taking picture is savoring life intensely. Every hundredth of a second, photograph entered in my bloodstream like it is a disease for me. And yes, that's what I do. Hobbies offer you a great opportunity like a break and forget worries of your life. They allow you to explore yourself and your potential in different areas. Here is what I discovered my hobbies to you to all the Toastmasters. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Toastmasters.
Imran, Shahrukh is not in the meeting.
Maybe he is disconnected. Okay, so let me take it from that. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Raksha Kumari, for your wonderful speech, and looking forward to some amazing speeches as well. Moving on to our next speaker. Our next speaker is all the way from Quetta Toastmasters Club. He is Yaqub Murray. Could we have, okay, so we have Yaqub Murray, and I am his evaluator, so let me explain his project objective. Today, Toastmaster Yaqub Murray will going to deliver first speech from level 1 project evaluation and feedback. What he has to do, he will have to deliver a speech with a proper opening, body, and conclusion, and receive. Okay, we have Toastmaster Shahrukh Shanawaz. Shahrukh Shanawaz, are you with us?
Yes, sorry, Toastmaster Imran, I got disconnected for a short while. So can I introduce the next speaker?
Yes, please introduce the next speaker.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Raksha Kumari. We all pray and hope that you will pursue your love and passion for cricket, and one day you will join our national cricket team for women. Our next speaker is Toastmaster Yaqub Murray. He is a great speaker. He is an innovative Toastmaster, and today we have seen him sharing his screen with our beloved Toastmaster Asghar. So Toastmaster Yaqub Murray is going to be evaluated by Toastmaster Imran Rana. Toastmaster Imran, please explain Toastmaster Yaqub's goals and objectives of today's project.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day, DTM Shahrukh Shanawaz. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, Toastmaster Yaqub Murray belongs to Quetta Toastmasters Club. We're going to deliver a speech from Presentation Mastery, first speech of evaluation and feedback. Speech title.
He's just request me to help him sharing the screen. Is the screen is visible?
Yes, it's perfectly visible.
Okay, thank you. Actually, he paid me, and it's a good time to get being paid sitting at home. Thank you.
Good to see you finally helping Toastmaster Asghar Ramzan, helping his teammate. So
thank you.
The purpose. Let me explain the purpose. The purpose of this project is for the member to present a speech on any topic receive feedback, and apply the feedback to a second speech. The purpose of this speech is for the member to present a speech and receive feedback from the evaluator. So what he has to do, he will going to deliver this speech and receive feedback from me as I'm his evaluator. And it's up to him whether he will have to deliver the same speech or with new speech after incorporating those feedback. So the speech title is Mines and Mineral of Balochistan. Toastmaster Yaqub Mari, the stage is all yours.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Mr. President and dear Toastmasters, as my speech has already been told by my colleague, now I will come to little detail. The Mines and Mineral Development Department was created by the government of Balochistan in 2002 after having adopted the federal mining policy of 1995. The objective and functions of the Mines and Mineral Development Department are, as the other departments, to create and enhance revenue generation for the province, to facilitate miners and to provide them infrastructure facilities for their transportation, as mining is very old in the province, but it has not been brought in the modern technological footings by the previous governments. After creating this department, so the government of Balochistan took certain measures for bringing it up to the new technological era. So some of the objectives are to create employment opportunity in the province. Currently, hundreds of thousands of people in Balochistan, they are affiliated with the mines directly or indirectly. So one of the objective of the Mines and Mineral Development Department is to value addition of the minerals that are being extracted in the province, and establishment of free economic zones. Afterwards, they are processed, the mines are processed. They can also be exported by through our ports, and which can in return give a good foreign exchange to reduce that current account deficit that currently Pakistan, rather mostly we face it at national level. And the other objective of the Mines and Mineral Development Department is to enhance the capacity of its employees through training and development, and also to train the some of the miners so that they look after their labors. Next is structural hierarchy of the Mines and Mineral Development Department. Top of the department is Administrative Secretary, who sits in the Balochistan Civil Service, Balochistan Civil Secretariat. Down Administrative Secretary, we have additional secretaries, deputy secretaries, section officers, and superintendents. These subordinate staff, they always help the Administrative Secretary to formulate policy, to make long-term planning, and to make short-term planning. All these things are done at Administrative Secretary level. Afterwards, we have certain attached department. The most important among them is Director General Mines and Mineral Development Department. Mines and Mineral Development Department, it actually grants leases, allots area to the applicant who are interested in mining. It takes taxes, other rents and royalties from the miners. It ensures that the taxes which are due to the federal government, to the provincial government, they are regularly paid by the miners when mining in raw form is being transported from the mining areas to the urban centers. It is also the duty of DG Mines, if there is any dispute between two miners relating to their areas. It mostly happens between two miners, that there is issue of demarcation, issue of areas, disputes. So it is the responsibility of DG Mines to resolve their issues. And next we have Inspectorate of Mines. its main duty is to ensure that safety laws relating to the mines worker is being implemented. As you all know, or you see through the newspapers, through the news, that there are casualties, there are incidents in the mines in Balochistan, because perhaps the Inspectorate of Mines are not performing their duties properly. So such incident occur, and we face certain casualty. It is also the duty of mines and Inspectorate of Mines to train them how to work inside mines, and how to adopt new technological methods of mining. Then here we have next is labor welfare organization. Its duty is to ensure that mines and the children of miners get good education and health facility. Not only children, but they themselves also. So the government of Balochistan, through mines department or its wing of labor welfare organization, has set up many schools in the mining areas and many hospitals in the mining area, so that the welfare of the miners could be catered for. Another duty of this wing is to ensure that if there are problems relating to their affairs, such as their pensioner issues or some other welfare, long-term welfare issues, these are also addressed by the labor welfare organization. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yaqub. It was a very wonderful and a very informative speech, and I hope you will continue to deliver such wonderful and informative speeches in the future as well. So with this, I would like to ask vote counter to please float the vote and all the members to vote for the best prepared speaker.
Before asking vote, please ask timer's report for qualification.
While we are voting, I would like to ask one question on the occasion of 14 August, our Independence Day. We have two roles. One is very democratic and one is very dictatorial in nature. Can anyone tell me which role is very democratic in our Toastmasters meeting and which role is very dictator?
Voting is democratic.
I think vote counter and timer. Timer is quite dictating one.
Sorry, I got a bit disconnected. So yes, I was asking a question before we can move to our next session. Can anyone tell me which role is very democratic in Toastmaster and which role is very dictatorship-like in our club meetings? Anyone?
Voting and timing. Voting and timing.
Yes, absolutely. Toastmaster Latif is the most democratic person in today's meeting, and Toastmaster Imran is the dictator. He can cut off our mic and stop us to speak. So he has the absolute power. So is the voting done? Can we move on to our next session?
You didn't ask for the qualification. That's why Toastmaster Latif did not share.
Dictator of the day. Has everyone qualified?
I'm pleased to announce that everyone is qualified. Everyone is qualified for voting.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Most democratic person of the day. Please load the votes, upload the ballot. So I think we should start our next session. Can we start our? Okay. So our next session represents the true spirit of Toastmasters, because in this In this session, we are asked to speak on our feet. We are given a topic by the table topic master, and then we have no time and no option but to come on the stage and speak. Today's table topic master is Toastmaster Meher Tanveer. By profession, she is a senior school math teacher. She was always inspired by stories of the Pakistan movement, by the migrant refugees who raised her, as well as her grandparents, especially her grandfather, who was a member of All India Muslim League and an advisor to the governor of the first Punjab provincial government, Sardar Abdul Wahab Nashtar. Her greatest hero is Qaeda-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. So, table topic master, Toastmaster Meher, the stage is all yours. Wish you all the best.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the evening, for that generous and warm welcome. Assalamu alaikum, fellow Toastmasters. I hope I am fully audible to all of you. Okay. So, fellow Toastmasters, club leaders, and guests, welcome to a very, very special table topic session celebrating the 74th anniversary of our Independence Day. And I am so happy that I am actually celebrating this with you just by chance. And I would like to thank Toastmaster Imran Rana for inviting me to the first and the largest Toastmasters club in Pakistan, the leader in educational awards in the world, and also setting standards for sister clubs in the district. So it's really my privilege and pleasure to be here. Freedom and independence. It reminds me of a very, very strange, very surreal, but memorable time of my life. I'm actually not entirely sure how to relate this incident and whether you will even believe me, but I was in close proximity, actual physical proximity to one of the greatest freedom fighters of the modern world, my personal hero, Nelson Mandela. I was a young teenager. I was sitting in my lounge, unaware of what was about to happen, trying to study, and I heard the thump thump of helicopter blades whirring almost directly overhead our house. And it was so close. I ran out into the garden to see what the matter was. Why was a helicopter flying so close to our home? I was a little bit anxious as well. And it turned out that this helicopter landed in one of the factories of the heavy mechanical complex Taxila, where my father was posted, which was just a 10-minute walk from our house. And who steps out of this helicopter but da-da-da-da. And I'm not making this up, truly, Nelson Mandela. And he was on his way to see the Taxila Museum and the remnants of the Gandhara civilization. And my father and his colleague actually got to shake hands with him. At which point his companion, President Mandela's companion, advised them to just go easy on the grip, because he's a great man, but he's also getting on in years. So let's go easy on him. Sometimes you have this brush with brilliance and it leaves you starry-eyed for the rest of your life. But what a fantastic example, from a dark and depressing cell in Robben Island to seeing the world, to landing near my house in Taxila. People do fight for and win their sovereignty. There is so much hope in this encounter for me personally, and I wanted to share that with you. So I'm eagerly awaiting and looking forward to hearing your experiences, your thoughts, and your opinions about freedom, about independence, about freedom fighters, and how you prefer to celebrate. Mashallah, there are a number of seasoned and senior Toastmasters in this meeting. So everyone is familiar with the ever popular table topic session. It's my personal favorite because everyone speaks from the heart. But just to recap, you will have 1 to 2 minutes to speak on a topic that I will give you at random. A green card will be shown at 1 minute. A yellow card will be shown at 1 minute 30 seconds, and a red card will be shown at 2 minutes, after which you will have a grace period of 30 seconds to complete your speech to avoid disqualification. Don't forget to pin the timer, who is in this case Toastmaster Imran Rana.
And the word of the day is sovereignty. So let's get started. I hope everyone can see my screen. Okay, actually my mic failed on me, so I'm sorry about if you can't hear me, just let me know. If there's any issue with my audio, I hope you can all hear me.
Yeah, you are perfectly audible.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, so now that I've talked about my favorite freedom fighter, I would like to call upon Toastmaster, I believe he is Toastmaster Furqan. Toastmaster Furqan, who was drinking a very enticing Coke just a few seconds ago. Please tell me, who is your favorite freedom fighter from history and why? Who is your favorite freedom fighter from history and why? Toastmaster Furqan. Toastmaster Furqan, are you having any trouble with the audio? Oh, okay. He has a speaker problem. So you would like to pass? Okay, we can go on to, would someone like to volunteer for this topic?
Yeah, I would like to participate.
Yes, please, Toastmaster Ramcha, please go ahead.
I think my favorite freedom fighter of Pakistan would be Quaid-e-Azam, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, because I think the way he has led himself and the way he has, brought Pakistan into the being is something that we have all studied when we were growing up. And at that time, maybe we were not realizing that what efforts he has put in to make Pakistan and to make Allama Iqbal's dream come true. He is the man behind all. And I think that when we look at him, he is a legend and he is someone that we all should look up to, be it his dressing, be it the way he carried himself, the way he was punctual, and everything was so good. So for me, my favorite freedom fighter is Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Apart from that, I think that not only like freedom and everything, the dream of Allama Iqbal, it was not about only freedom, it was about a separate state where sovereignty is there and everyone is allowed to have whatever they want to do at any time. Because obviously when we were like in India and everything, so at that time we were not allowed to do whatever we want, especially when it comes to Eid, and the traditions that we follow are not really Indians really fond of. They don't really like of Qurbani and of that stuff. So that is Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah has really made an impact in my life. I really want to study on him. I have never completely gone on to his study that what he has studied and everything, but I really want to study Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah himself, and I would like to do that in the future. Apart from that, I think Allama Iqbal is also someone who has been a very motivational person in my life, because when I was studying Urdu at that time, his shairi, when he wrote Shikwa and everything, Jawab-e-Shikwa, when you look at it, there is so deep thoughts behind that. So these two are my favorite freedom fighter from history. So yeah, over to you, Toastmaster.
A huge round of applause for Toastmaster Ramsha. What a brilliant response. And you have named two of my favorite freedom fighters as well. Just to share with you, since you want to study on Quaid-e-Azam, I also love studying about Quaid-e-Azam. This is one of my favorite books. I'm not sure if you can see it. Speeches and Statements on Quaid-e-Azam.
Oh, nice. So you study on it?
I keep it as bedside reading. I've just kept it with me for a good luck charm in this meeting. So it has it has his speeches, collection of his speeches, and happy reading. Excellent. Nice. So yes, this was such an important point that Toastmaster Ramsha raised, that it was mainly to just allow peace, because there are differences and confrontations. So the best way is that sometimes you need to just separate, and sometimes you need to give space. This is a way to give space to other people so that they can be themselves, who they are, both the communities. Okay, so my next victim, would be Toastmaster Muhammad Azhar Khan. Are you with us? Toastmaster Muhammad Azhar Khan. Okay, maybe he's having technical problems. I'd like to call upon Evaluator Faiz Ali Hassan. Have I pronounced your name correctly? Faiz Ali Hassan.
Yes.
Okay, Faiz, welcome to the meeting. Of course, you've been there for a while. I have a very important question for you. And my question for you is, so sorry. If you were in another country on the 14th of August, how would you celebrate Independence Day, if at all? If you were in another country on the 14th of August, how would you celebrate Independence Day?
Thank you, Table Topic Master. Yes. Thank you, Table Topic Master, for a very nice, interesting topic. It really makes us think outside the box in different circumstances about celebrating Pakistan Independence Day. So if I was in another country, I would mainly celebrate with my family. And of course, I would be in like a foreigner country, so I would also tell my fellow foreigners. For example, I'm in America. I could always tell them all the unique things about Pakistan. Tell them how it was made, why it was made, and all the unique things, such as if they like sports, for example, football. I could tell them that mostly the country that makes footballs is Pakistan. So these types of things I could tell them, these types of interesting facts that could make them more interested in Pakistan as well and research about it as well. So, and we have many, in my family, we have many family friends all over the globe. And we have one in Scotland. And I can never imagine how our friends can celebrate Independence Day in another country. What I can imagine is definitely with their family, or maybe they could do something even outside the box, celebrate it differently, celebrate it in a restaurant, or even have a party, something like that. So that is what I would do. And yeah, so back to the Table Topic Master.
Wow, what an enthusiastic and interesting response. I really love that. Mashallah, you're so aware, and to educate the other people about Pakistan, especially the fact you brought up about soccer balls being made in Pakistan, which is probably the most popular sport in the world. Excellent, Faiz. I'm so happy that you took up that question. I would like to give the next question to Toastmaster Javeria Asad. Are you with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, ma'am. Welcome. I'm trying to give maximum opportunity to non-role players. Okay, ma'am, I have a very, very important question for you. Very important. Now, freedom means different things to different people. What does the word freedom mean to you? What does the word freedom mean to you? Toastmaster Javeria Asad.
Thank you so much, Meher. Actually, the word freedom has its own so many meanings, and everybody take it differently. I belong I have a engineering background, and in Pakistan, you know that girls and women are not in a STEM education. So if I got the chance, whatever, through my, support of my parents or my family, I acquired my engineering degree freely, and I used my degree to pursue my career in terms of job. Then for me it's freedom, because in the society, Pakistan, they are most of the people, in fact the women are the 50% of the population of Pakistan, and they are not freely allowed to pursue their careers, especially in the technology field. So for me, freedom is what you want to do in your life with the ideas, what you conceive about it. And definitely, this is the main ideology when Allama Iqbal thought about that Muslims of India are not free to, practice their religion or their, social norms and everything. So that's why that's the point where Allama Iqbal realized that we have to be a free state for Muslims. So freedom for me is to basically to do anything what you want from your heart and soul. Thank you.
Mashallah, a wonderful response, Toastmaster Javeria, and I totally agree with you. There need to be more girls and women in STEM education. I myself, I'm a STEM teacher, and I am 100% with you on that. Thank you for raising your voice on this important issue. Freedom is about personal freedom, about the freedom to have education, the freedom to have the career of your choice. I would like to call upon Toastmaster Siddiq for my next topic. Toastmaster Siddiq, are you there? Hello.
Yeah, hello, I'm there. I'm a guest, so can I participate?
Yes, of course. You should. Actually, you should be the first to participate. Okay, thank you so much for joining us. And I have a very, very interesting question for you. Guest Siddiq, and what will be Toastmaster Siddiq. What is your most memorable recollection of Independence Day? What is your most memorable memory of Independence Day? Over to you, guest Siddiq.
Can I have another topic, please? I don't know about that topic. Can I have another topic?
Okay, it's up to you. Toastmaster of the day, should I give him another topic? Yeah, okay, all right. I have another question for you. No worries at all. Okay, so my next topic is, the modern generation does not understand the power and value of independence. Do you agree with that? You're a young person. The modern generation does not understand the power and value of independence. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree with that, because our young generation is not like, they are not thinking about the sacrifices our ancestors done by achieving this country. Like it was very hard, and like we as a youngster, we should invest we should spend our life in doing great things which will improve our, which will develop our country. Like as you see, most of the young people, they are like wasting their time like in doing unuseful unproductive things. We as a young student, like youngsters, we should have goals which we are interested in, and it will automatically improve and develop our country, and it will cause a very great change in our country, and it will be the right for our country to do best things, because this freedom, if we do not have that freedom, we will not be able to do whatever we want. Like we are Muslims and we have this country Pakistan, in which we can do whatever we want, like in regards to education, in regards to religion. So I will say this to my young fellows, that please invest your time in good things, and in those things which will help you and your nation also. Thank you very much.
Very, very well taken, sir. That was a wonderful response. And I can't believe that you're not a Toastmaster. That was excellent. Okay, as we have all role players here left, that's no problem. I would like to call upon Toastmaster Latif for my next question. Okay, Toastmaster Latif, my question for you is, among the leaders who fought for independence, whose role resonates the most with your personality? Among the leaders who fought for independence, whose role resonates the most with your personality? Sayyid Ahmad Khan, Allama Muhammad Iqbal, Quaid-e-Azam, Mohtarma Fatima Jinnah, or any other leader that you have in mind?
Thank you, Table Topic Master. First of all, there is a saying, all other places has been taken. The only position or the only place which is left is yours. So I feel like if I have to look at the qualities of the leaders, the best quality which I can find is improving myself. And I would have given all my energy learning from their mistakes or learning from their success to make my better future. And this is what I felt, that it's not easy for any leader to just turn or have a magic wand to change the fortune of the country or for the nation or the community. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of efforts. It takes a lot of men's strength. But if there is one thing which I feel like I would have taken it, there is a quote from Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the founder of Pakistan. Failure is a word unknown to me. And I really love that. I always keep that as at my WhatsApp status also, because it reminds you that you are not weak. It reminds you that everything possible is in this world, until unless, which is two things which is not in your hand, your breath, and you don't know what is life success. But moments you can live happy, moments you can make changes on others, moments you can live an impression on others is what leaders do. Leaders do leave legacy. And I might be one person who can leave a legacy for my grandchildren, maybe, not for the community or not for the nations, but I can do something for my family well. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Lateef, for that brilliant, brilliant response.
Excuse me, Table Topic Master. Could you please remind the speakers to, use word of the day, because only TM Ramsha used it once. No one else did so far. So please.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, so we can take one more speaker, and the last speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day. I did try to use it as well, though. I hope that makes you happy. My last speaker for the day is Toastmaster Kareem Makani. Am I pronouncing his name right? Assalamu alaikum, sir. My topic for you is what would you like? What do you like, and what would you like to change about the way Independence Day is celebrated in Pakistan these days? What do you like? Sorry, there's a typo there. What do you like, and what would you like to change about the way Independence Day is celebrated in Pakistan these days? Toastmaster Kareem.
This subject is something for an overseas Pakistani. It's something, it's really important, because I'm reflecting this from last 20 years, because I'm almost the last 20 years I'm working outside Pakistan. But when we celebrate outside, we celebrate with all passion. We celebrate with that, this is the day where our the whole nation got freedom from that, all the what happened at that time. And as a nation, what we fought for. But then when I look at Pakistan and I look the Independence Day functions, the one of the things when I see it, there's a lot of enthusiasm. The picture behind you, Quaid-e-Azam tomb, people will be there. People will be there at the Minar-e-Pakistan. People will be celebrating. People will be doing a lot of things. Everybody will be singing a lot of Milli Nagmas and everything, the patriotic songs and everything. The next day, where these flags are, And that show me the celebration. And I think that, you know, that shows how this nation is looking at the independence. Are we looking at this independence in this way just to celebrate one day? Or are we looking at this independence as a whole? It's a symbolic way to remember. It's a symbolic way to remember that this nation, what we fought for, how brilliant it is to be independent, how important it is to be independent. The celebration for me as an overseas Pakistani, I just one message for the Pakistanis everywhere and around the world and in people in Pakistan. Just remember this day. Let's reflect on it. What is the difference between independent and what to be dependent? What is the meaning of not independent? I think just this reflection will be a celebration. This will be a tribute to Qaeda-e-Azam and Allama Iqbal. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Kareem, for that heartfelt response. I'm so lucky that I feel I picked exactly the right person for this topic. And you have really hit the nail on the head that the best way to reflect is to wonder about what would have happened if we had not been independent. When we look at Kashmir, we look at Palestine, we should value the asset of independence. It's not something that came to us easy. So I would like to ask the timer if all of the speakers qualified.
Thank you so much, Table Topic Master. I'm pleased to announce that all the speakers are qualified for voting.
That's wonderful. So if I could ask the vote counter to prepare the poll. And while we are voting, I will just end this wonderful session with all of you hearing your stories and opinions with one of my favorite poems that was, I've heard that this was also one of Nelson Mandela's favorite poems. And since he is my hero, I try to copy him. I can't copy him, but I just like reading about him. So here it is, just a stanza or two from William Ernest Henley's Invictus. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. And on that note, let us reflect on the beauty and the power of independence as Toastmaster Kareem has so eloquently presented to us. I now hand over control back to Toastmaster of the evening, Toastmaster Shahnawaz. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Table Topic Master of the Day, Toastmaster Meher. A wonderful session, and I think you have done a wonderful job by asking all the speakers to share their ideas, their thoughts, and their views, and how do they see Independence Day. It was a wonderful session, and I personally have learned a lot, and I'm sure every one of us who have attended this session has learned a lot and has a lot to take away with themselves from this meeting today. So the next session is very interesting. It is sort of a love-hate relationship. We hate this session because we are told by what are our weaknesses and how can we improve. But again, we love this session because this gives us a chance to improve, to improve ourselves, to point out the weaknesses. So again, it is the same reason we hate this session, and it is the same reason we love this session. And the general evaluator today is someone who is a civil servant, a social worker, a Toastmaster, a proud Pakistani, and a great friend, Toastmaster Asghar. So Toastmaster Asghar, general evaluator of the day, the charge is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you. I thought that you are hating me. I mean, this hatred was beyond understanding. Remember, you once my husband in a drama I played during the Toastmaster Club. You must keep that in mind when you think hating me. Dear Toastmaster, we are in the third segment of our program. This is, as said by Toastmaster of the day, we hate it, we love it. Although I'm not the captain of my soul, I will try to be a captain of this session and steer it towards the end. Let me begin from the first prepared speeches. The first prepared speech delivered by Ramsha Shahid. And Ramsha Shahid will be evaluated by a handsome Toastmaster called Asghar Ramzan. So please welcome him. Well, today Ramsha spoke from her path presentation mastery, and she talked with us about the communication style. It was a level 2 project 1. It was not our first speech, I confess, and I'm sorry about that. She informed us about different communication style and identified the style and the various style of the communication. She wonderfully introduced communication and talked about the common perception developed by people about communication. She also described the need of the communication in one's life. And Ramsha, you rightfully mentioned active listening as a part of the communication. It's a forbidden area of the communication, but one of the most important one, though the less used one. You described the people, various people who don't listen, and then the people who are not ready to speak. Then you went down to the type of the communication, which is assertive and aggressive. Over here, I lost you for a few seconds because of the disruption, connectivity issues. But what I like, apart from the text, is your hand gesture, which were constantly complementing your speech. Secondly, let me tell you, I observed your confidence, eye contact, and you are not at all hesitate in your speech. I'm surprised because there are very few Toastmasters who improved their confidence in such a short time. You are truly one of them. The area of improvement, I would say that I would suggest that when you try to prepare your speech, try to keep the purpose of your speech in mind. For example, today we also wanted to listen about your leadership style, or the style you have, how that leadership style did impact your personality or your organization. But it is something we can improve with the passage of time. Secondly, I would suggest you to adjust your camera while you are speaking on Zoom. Your hand gestures were not visible. They are merely 30% visible. Now, mine is also 30% visible, but in my case as an evaluator, it is totally understandable and allowed. You are a speaker, so you need to, visible at least your hand, so that we can see the movement and evaluate your speech in a better way. Overall, it was a wonderful speech. God bless you. We are waiting your next speech. Over to you, Journal Evaluator. Thank you, Toastmaster Asghar. Thank you. Now we have arrived the evaluation of the next speech. The second speech was delivered Latif. Latif will be evaluated by none other than TM Ramsha Shahid. Ramsha, the stage is yours.
First of all, I would like to start off with that it was a brilliant speech. The title of the speech was very engaging, and I was hooked by it. I was intrigued, and I think the speech was very well crafted. Throughout the speech, I was very much intrigued because every part that you were telling about yourself, be it anything, be it your experiences that you had, that you wanted to become a photographer, and that how you lost your temper and everything. I think everything was so good and everything was very engaging. And what experience you learned that patience is the key. Apart from that, you told that the time you invest in people like you makes you grow, makes you a better person. It lets you achieve whatever goals you have, because when everyone who has similar goals and everyone who wants same thing for themselves comes together to a place, so I definitely think that it makes you a better person. I was agreeing to every fact that you were telling. Apart from that, what you told is that things what let us grow and what things that you learn about yourself, patience and temper and everything that your, and the title of the speech was work is your bound. So it was a very engaging title, I would say. Apart from that, you said that give time to everything that you want to learn, give time to everything that you want to do, that you want to see for yourself, that would make you a better person in future. And I would definitely agree to everything. Your eye contact and gestures were very good. I would again say that your speeches are definitely the one that I personally enjoy. Your graph of the speech is always very engaging. You are throughout the speech. I always personally feel that I'm intrigued throughout the speech. There is no single point in your speech in which I feel distracted or I feel out of the context. Everything was on the context. Everything was relevant to the topic. So very nice speech. Apart from that, one thing that I would like to say, or I would like to say that you should work on, is just keep it a little brief, because I felt like some points were repeating. You were repeating some points, like you were not repeating them exactly, but somehow they were the same exact thing. So if you could have kept it a little brief and a little more engaging, that it was already engaging, but if it was brief, it would be more engaging and we could have just stick to the point, like you were sticking to the point, but if you could have just kept it a little short, it would be great. Apart from that, I think that you should just work on this. The timing was amazing. The timing was perfect. You were on the timing and everything. So yeah, that was my evolution. Thank you.
Thank you, Ramsha, for your wonderful evaluation. TM Latif, of course, is a giant. But today, all giants are lined. The next in line is Karim Meghani. Oh, well, it is good I'm not there. Otherwise, they would have crushed me. Karim Meghani will be evaluated by Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali. Latif, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Asghar. Today, my target speaker, Karim Meghani, he had always engaged us just because of his path, motivational strategies. And all the way along, he started with the gratitude of what Toastmaster mentoring is. So Karim Meghani, whatever you learned in this path, you have expressed and you have showed it to all the audience. I would like to add few what good qualities were involved in your speech, such as the voice clarity was amazing. Voice clarity mainly is the spoken language. And adding to that, the smile which comes to the camera when you are near to us gives us the more motivation of investing and giving and learning what Evaluator says. As I said, the eye contact, you were very comfortable with the camera. Speechcraft, very important, and I loved each and every moment of it. Now, I and everyone over here always be engaged when you share your personal experiences. But what I felt that those personal experiences took a lot of time of yours. When you were explaining, saying that you have been doing nothing and then you start doing Toastmaster and what you were before Toastmaster, delivering with so many of public speaking with closed hands and everything. You could have added those in vocal variety. As you said it many times in your speech, but I still feel you went with very joy. It was a fun-loving, fun person like you. But we need to know the obstacles. Maybe the mentor had given you one tough time, or maybe he has given you one good line which has taken you furthermore, and it will help you a lot. Now, my few things which you want to work on. Please remember each and everyone over here, not only my target speaker, everyone. The first 8 seconds is all what you have. if you're able to hook them in that first 8 seconds, then you are able to keep the audience away and distracting. So please be careful and make sure you jump into that punching line. Now, if I was an accountant, today my job was done because you will keep repeating vocal variety. You will keep repeating my name, TM Imran's name. Yes, but we all are very good and humble people. We don't would like to hear our names. We would like to hear your credits. So overall, it was a wonderful speech. We all got motivated as per your motivation strategies, or even though just looking at you, you inspire everyone. But one good thing, a speech craft will help you to win competitions. And this is what it's coming next January. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day. General Evaluator, sorry.
Thank you, Toastmaster Latif. As always, you are a wonderful evaluator. I just remember the red background, which is being showed by timer. The next speaker was Mariam Aftab. Mariam Aftab is someone I remember inviting her for the speech in table topic session while we were in Beach Luxury Hotel, and the day I decided never cross her path. She was very confident, really. And today she will be evaluated by none other than TM Karim Meghani. The stage is yours, Karim.
Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Thank you, TM General Evaluator, TM Azhar. Thank you for the lovely introduction. TM Mariam Kidwai, if I'm right here with the name, Mariam Aftab Kidwai. Wonderful speech. I think that, today you were supposed to deliver a speech on any of the topics you have to pick, and you have to show the ability. I think what I was looking for, that, how good you are in doing public speeches. And TM Mariam Aftab, we know that you are a wonderful speaker. Your enthusiasm is there. Your honesty is there. I can feel when you are using your words, when you're talking to us, or when you are telling something. I feel a very honest, a very fluent narration, and that was there. And you took the topic. Your mind is controlled, and you are mainly talking about advertising, how the advertising is controlling our minds, and that was brilliantly done by examples. I think one of the key things about a good speech is to have a very good introduction, very good, like an icebreaker. You can have a very good introduction, then you have a middle, and then you have a conclusion. So your introduction was very good because you ask questions to us, you engage us, you engage all the audience. You talked about the shadi hall, what you see things. I start remembering my shadi, and I was remembering all the food over there because I was really hungry. But then these all things, that you start making that things, we start feeling it. We felt that how these things really control our mind. The Ramadan ads, beautiful example. I think that one of the things which I will advise you to improve your speeches is, when you are talking about, if one question or one example will be good and you build on it. If you have 2-3 examples, for example, sometimes it's it's not that your speech was not clear, but that one imagination of shadi hall continue from the beginning till the end. Maybe that's my style. So I will, if I had been in place of you, then maybe I'll take one example and I will build on it. Otherwise, you are a perfect narrator. You're a great speaker. I wish you good luck for your future speeches. You can learn, you will have a second speech, and you will be looking at this feedback and you will be building on it. So I wish you good luck for your second speech, and I'll be really looking forward to listen to it. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Karim Meghani. Let this information be public. This morning, when I decided to be a journal evaluator, DTM Tala withdrew all the roles. In the presence of today's meeting, I invite him to please come up and participate in a healthy competition. It is good. We can improve when we come into the competition. The next speaker is TM Raksha Kumari. TM Raksha Kumari will be evaluated by TM Ali Asha Anjum. Ali, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Well, you are looking smart. Please come up with the evaluation report.
Okay, thank you so much, the General Evaluator Toastmaster Register. So my target is speaker Toastmaster Raksha Kumari. The topic was discovering my hobbies. And you just started with your childhood and then you just continue the journey. Your hobbies like cricket, dancing, etc. You did a great job. You were confident. You have a good voice. You share your stories that we can relate with. So that is a very good approach. You can improve your speech by doing I think 3 things. One thing is have some room and space, and while sitting, think we are quite restricted. So I suggest you to deliver speeches while standing. So that will improve your hand gestures. And I'm wrong, but I only please saw your one hand gesture. You can also use both of your hands. That will also enhance your body language and good gestures. Your eye contact was good, but can be better. You can work and challenge yourself in having a sort of vocal variety. I find you a potential speaker, and best of luck for your next speeches. Over to you, the General Evaluator.
Thank you, Ali Ashar. The last speaker, but not the least. Our guest speaker, TM Yaqub Murray. TM Yaqub Murray is sharing the same room, but only for the last 1.5 hours. He will be evaluated by TM Imran Rana. Imran, stage is yours.
Before that, I request Toastmaster Latif to please do the timing. Okay, should I start? Fellow Toastmasters and guests, you will totally agree with me that today I learned how Mines and Mineral Development Department works, because Toastmaster Yaqub Murray explained it so well and in detail that we would like to give you hats off, or we would like to congratulate you on delivering such an amazing speech. You started with introduction that what Mines and Mineral Departments does, and you highlighted some objectives of that department about value addition of minerals, and then establishment of free export zone, and then earn foreign exchange. And you talked about so that we can minimize the current deficit account of our country. You explained it in detail and you explained it quite well. So that was quite wonderful and amazing. And then you told us about the that mines and minerals department also work for the development of its employees' welfare, and if there is any issue then how it will be resolved by the department. So you explained it all in details. I liked your slides. Your slides were quite attractive and good. And then your confidence level was extremely good. You were very confident. But I would suggest that if you could bring your hand gestures and bring some vocal variety, that could create a good impact. Second thing is that if you're explaining one point from the objectives, I would suggest that if you could have brought some figures or pictures of those minerals and mines, it will create more impact on your visual aids as well. Secondly, I would like to suggest that your content was quite good, but it was too much. All you need to cut down and make it proper, means with that you open it up quite well, and then your explanation was good, but you ended up abruptly. So all you need to work upon your organization of speech, and also on your content. Overall, you were throughout your speech, you were quite confident. Only you need to organize your content and work upon your vocal variety and body language. And with that, you can deliver the same speech, and we would love to see the speech once again with these feedbacks. Once again, congratulations. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, TM Imran Rana, for this wonderful evaluation. This is the end of this session because we have evaluated all prepared speech. But before going there, someone should evaluate table topic speeches. And who is the evaluator?
Table topic evaluator?
That is me.
Sorry?
Okay, before that, I request you to ask the qualification of speech evaluators.
Okay.
Toastmaster Asghar?
Well, I was, asking about the table topic evaluator, and I came to know from reliable sources that TM Heba Rais Khan is our today's evaluator for table topic speeches. So I would like to invite her to please evaluate the speakers. Over to you, Heba.
TM Asghar, before that, sorry, Mr. VP, I'm interrupting. But before that, according to our second in command, Mr. VP, TM, you have to call in for the votes. And so please do that. Evaluation timings. TM Asghar?
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead as per role.
TM Asghar, I think you're not listening properly. TM Imran and me are trying to say that before I come in and step in for the second part of the general evaluation, you have to call in for the timing. Ask the timer for the qualification for the evaluators.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Timing is something always difficult, but I think our today's timer is Imran Rana, except one evaluator. Imran Rana, can you
Okay.
submit your report?
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Before that, I would request Toastmaster Latif, could you please mention my timing? What were my speech evaluation timing?
Thank you. TM Imran, you timed 3 minutes, 19 seconds.
Okay, with that, I am pleased to announce that all the prepared speech evaluators are qualified for voting.
Thank you, TM Imran Rana. Can we disqualify those members or guests who didn't speak even a single word? Okay, anyway, come forward. Now, with this, I would like to announce the end of this segment. Before ending this segment, would like to call Heba Rais for her role as evaluator of table topic speeches.
Okay, thank you, General Evaluator. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, as the table topic evaluator, the first speaker, TM Ramshad Shahid, you had good knowledge about the topic you spoke. You had good hand gestures, good eye contact. However, the things that you could improve upon are you could have had a proper greeting. You were sitting down, which should be avoided. Body gestures were missing. So, and you were talking a bit fast. You should have, slowed down and could not see your speaking area, which is required in the table topic speaking. Okay, the second speaker was Gwalior Faiz Ali Hassan. So Faiz Ali Hassan, you had good knowledge about the topic you spoke, and you had good eye contact, good warm greetings, good example, which you used to elaborate upon your speech, and then you were sitting down, which should be avoided. I could not see your body gestures, and hand gestures as well were missing, because I suppose you were just holding the mobile phone or some whatever electronic appliance it was. I could not see your hand gestures. The next speaker is Guest Javeria Asad. You had good knowledge about what you spoke and you elaborated it with good examples, but since I could not see you physically on the camera, so body gestures, hand gestures, everything was missing. So I cannot elaborate upon the evaluation further. Okay, so Guest Siddiq, you had good knowledge about the topic you spoke, good hand gestures, good eye contact. But like everyone else, you were sitting down, which should be avoided. Body gestures were missing, and I could not see your speaking area. The second last speaker, TM Latif, good knowledge about the topic you spoke about, good eye contact, hand gestures, good examples. Again, like everyone else, I think you were sitting down. I could not see you standing up, which is required in the table topic section, and body gestures as well as speaking area. And the last speaker, TM Karim. TM Karim, you had good eye contact during the time you spoke, good knowledge, good warm greeting, and good hand gestures. I think you were sitting down, it should be avoided, and body gestures were missing. With that, I would like to conclude. Thank you.
Thank you for the evaluation. Now I would like to request for the voting of the evaluation of journal prepared speeches, and also would like to end this session. Thank you from me, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day, DTM Shahrukh Shahnawaz. Over to you.
TM Asghar, you are missing another major component. You have to take the report from the facilitators.
Is it my responsibility to do so? Or
Yes, yes. No, general evaluator has to do it.
Okay, then I would like to start from the word of the day. Who was responsible to
Okay, that was me. I was the word master for the evening. So sovereignty was the word, and there were only two speakers who spoke it: TM Ramshad Shahid and TM Meher Janveer. So who was the table topic master? Apart from that, no one else spoke. Thank you.
You are also grammarian. Can you, as a grammarian, can you submit your report?
Okay, fellow Toastmasters and guests, since I was juggling two more roles, so there were a few errors which I sort of missed. But what I came across was I was in a bit of anxiety. Someone spoke, I was in bit of anxiety. And this is, so I am. I think I should not speak the speaker's name. It's better.
Yes. Today our listener, TM Raksha Kumari, is she here?
No, she is not here, so we can skip the listening report.
Okay, so what about the counter TM Ali?
Yes, I am here. So let me start the prepared speaker Toastmaster Ramsha. In her prepared speech, there were 2 hours, and in her table topic and evaluation, there are 5 hours, 1 and the repeated words are you know and end. Toastmaster Latif, no filler words. Toastmaster Kareem, 2 hours, 1 and 1 repeated word, that is you know. Toastmaster Mariam, repeated words were and also. Toastmaster Yaqub, there were 17, no and other filler words. Toastmaster Meher, there were no filler words. GV Faiz Ali Hassan, no filler words. Toastmaster Javedia, 2 hours. Toastmaster Siddiq, repeated words like and so. Toastmaster Asgar, 4 hours and 5 That's all from my reports. Over to you, the general evaluator.
Thank you, Ali, for your report. Overall, I really like today's meeting. Though I, with my friend, were late to join because of load shedding in my area in Quetta. It was wonderful because of certain reason. Number 1, DTM Thala was absent, was not in my computation. Number 2, we had 3 guests. And as DTM Thala pointed out in chat room, that we would like to invite them to become our permanent member. And the second important segment of today's meeting was Rabia Zishan and Ghulam Qadir didn't speak at all, but I would like to take this opportunity to welcome them and request them for the role of the next meeting. This is end from my side. I don't want to drag this session any further. We are already ahead of time, and over to you, table topic Toastmaster of the day.
Yeah, Asghar, sorry to interrupt again, but you have to give your part of the evaluation.
He already did, Toastmaster.
He already did.
Okay, sorry. Has wandered off somewhere sitting off.
Thank you, DTM Tala. The first sentence you uttered in my support. I'm grateful. Over to you, table topic master of the day.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Thank you, General Evaluator, for a very interesting, innovative, and interactive session. And I am, and myself, and the entire KTC is very grateful for Toastmaster Hiba for constantly reminding us our roles, objectives, and aims. And I hope that other members are also proactive and progressive like Toastmaster Hiba in the future. So, without taking much time, I would like to ask the vote counter to please float the ballot for the Big Four. And while he is doing it, I would like to ask one question from all our participants today, that how many fundamental rights and liberties can you name? Name as many fundamental rights as you can. As many as you can.
Should I go ahead?
Yes, anyone. You guys are silent, and this is not
Right
a good
to-
sign on
Right
Independence
to
Day.
speak, right to speech, right to worship,
Yes.
Right to live, right to be protected.
Right
That's-
to have not so expensive house.
Right to education.
Yes.
Right to education. And
Free education.
right to get
We have
justice.
free education in our
Yes,
constitution.
yes. 25A.
And come on, man, only 5. They are actually from Article 8 to Article 28 in
Right
our
to
constitution,
have-
and the
right-
next chapter
right
is
to
for
have-
basic principle policy. We have only named 5. This is sad.
Right to have medical checkups from Khan Hospital.
Quality life. Quality life is also so another.
Well, actually, right of life has
clean
been
water.
done. Now you guys are repeating. And you have not named the one important right which is also the part of KTC. You guys have forgotten
Freedom
one
to
important right
speech.
which is the right. Okay, yes, freedom of speech. And the second one, which is also involved in KTC. Come on.
You have the
Freedom
right
of
to remain
expression.
silent.
Right to vote, guys. Right to vote.
Vote.
We use right to vote. What is the matter with you? We are not democratic anymore. I don't think we are a republic. Come on, man. So we have 28 fundamental rights. This is your homework to go at home, read all the 28 fundamental rights and the basic principle policy. And with this, I would like to hand over the charge to our president with the hope that we will celebrate our Independence Day with great joy with our loved ones, even during the pandemic. And inshallah, next year we will celebrate 14 August in person, in a physical meeting with everyone. And inshallah, the pandemic will be over by then. With this, our great president is here. The charge is all yours.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day. And everyone, please vote for the best facilitator. In the meantime, thank you everyone for being in this meeting. I must commend the VPPR, VP Education, and the XCOM for arranging this meeting around this theme and truly giving it an air of a special meeting, especially with the backgrounds and all the public relationing. So congratulations on that. Also, Toastmaster Asghar says that I was not in the meeting, but I don't know. I don't envy you guys. He's obsessed with me. He must have been talking about me all the time. So I don't know whether I was really absent or not. I'm also deeply thankful to Toastmaster Meher Tanveer. As those of you who may not know her must have seen her today. She's one of the assets that we have in our Toastmasters community. Having worked with her on various events, I must say that she is an exceptional individual. Toastmaster Meher, would you like to share your thoughts about the meeting?
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Talha, and your presence. What can I say? And thank you so much for the kind words. I think I'm one of the worst Toastmasters. You're all so passionate and committed. I had a wonderful time. I'm so thankful to Toastmaster Imran for inviting me, and I'm so happy to celebrate 14th August with all of you in Karachi. I have not visited Karachi many times, but it's in our hearts, and wish you a safe and just a safe time with your families, and wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Meher Tanveer. And yes, it is thanks to this format that we were privileged enough to witness you in this meeting. And not only that, this is my third meeting of the evening. The first meeting was with an Indian club, which hosted 3 speakers, one from Canada, one from India, one from Pakistan. And their journal evaluator was an international past president based in the USA. And there were all the role players were either district directors or trio members from around the world. The second meeting I dropped in on was the Express Toastmasters Club anniversary meeting, and they're having a wonderful time. And that meeting was attended by our own PQD and CGD. And let me tell you, our immediate past president is also there. So, and this is the third meeting, which is my own club, my home club. Ask yourself this, everyone, were it not for the online format, would all of this have been possible? Due to that, Toastmaster Meher Tanveer is there. Due to that, Toastmaster Kareem Meghani is there. Due to that, Toastmaster Lateef Mansoor Ali joined us and got so enamored that he flew to Karachi. So, and now refuses to go back. So yeah, we are blessed. I mean, I don't know why is it still called COVID-19. Do we call malaria 902? I don't know. So why is it not COVID-21? Because there are all these new variants. But I'm truly thankful to have you and all our other guests who have joined us from various cities, various countries, and various corners of the city today. We have a few other guests. We have Mr. Siddiqui. Would you like to share your thoughts about the meeting?
Yeah, yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum. Sir, it was it was very great, and I'm feeling very this is my first time in Toastmasters, and it helped me a lot, and I believe that I will be a great speaker by getting the membership of Toastmasters. That's I will say today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That is the beauty of Toastmasters, because not only people learn a lot from joining a Toastmasters club, the club learns a lot every time a new member joins. And that's a beautiful relationship that we have. We have Toastmaster or a guest, Evaluator Faiz Ali Hassan. Evaluator Faiz, would like to share your feedback about the meeting?
Yes, it was a very enjoyable meeting. I had a lot of fun as a Gavelier, and I enjoyed all the speeches, even the table topic session. I am very honored to speak in the table topic session in front of all these talented speakers. I've also learned a lot from every speaker, and I will join in the future meetings because I joined from Toastmaster Furqan. So thank you, Toastmaster Furqan. So keep on sending the links. I'll keep on joining. And in my table topic, I forgot to mention one thing. I'm actually living in a different country. I'm in Saudi Arabia, KSA. So, and my mother, she is planning a Zoom online event for Independence Day with all honorable speakers. So that is how I'm going to enjoy my Independence Day. So I'm look forward to join all the other meetings, and back to you.
Thank you so much. And all the Toastmasters who are listening, who plan to compete in contests. How old are you, Faiz, by the way?
I'm 12 years old. 12.
Okay, so you have 6 years to contest in contests and get any trophies, because after that, Faiz will be here as a full-fledged Toastmaster. So yeah, you have been warned. You have 6 years, everyone. You are an amazing speaker, Gavelier Faiz. We are privileged to have you. We have another guest, Toastmaster Javeria Asad. Would you like to share your feedback about the meeting?
Thank you so much, DTM Talha. It's been an honor to be in this meeting and celebrating Pakistan Independence Day. I got the link through Furqan, and yes, Faiz is my son, and both of us are located in Al Khobar. And definitely being an expat, we really miss Pakistan. And that's why we are celebrating Independence Day on 13 and 14. And I would like to invite all of you to join our celebrations, because we have invited prominent personalities from different fields who are pride of Pakistan. So overall, I couldn't get the chance to hear the speeches, but through evaluation, I can imagine that the content of the speeches were very great. The topics of the speeches were very nice. And of course, the table topic speeches are also very nice. In fact, I am going to, I'm going to take some topics for our own celebration meeting, which will be going to held in next week. So overall, the content of the meeting is very nice. So thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Javeria, and sincere gratitude to Toastmaster Furqan, who brought these wonderful, wonderful personalities to our meeting, besides being there himself. So as per his comments, Toastmaster Furqan also enjoyed the meeting tremendously. And let me tell everyone that Toastmaster Furqan has a lot of presence in a lot of meetings in the Toastmasters community, and he always gives his fullest input. So thank you so much. We are blessed to have you in the community. Okay, so Toastmaster Latif wants to say something, and he's promised that it will be one line. So yeah, over to you.
It's just one line. Me and Karim were friends in Al-Khubar. So Javeria, around 16 years back, we were in Al-Khubar. That's it. Thank you.
Wow.
Glad to hear that. Thank you.
Okay, so now on to our results for the meeting. So best speaker goes to Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali. Congratulations. Best table topics goes to Toastmaster Karim Meghani. Best evaluator goes to Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali. So everyone else, congratulations for wasting your time. No, I'm just kidding. There are other winners too. Best Big Four goes to our esteemed and honored, I wouldn't say guest because he's a Toastmaster. So yeah, our honored invitee, Toastmaster Meher Tanveer. Congratulations as Table Topics Master. And Best Facilitator, very unusually, and that is a testament to that person's talent and dedication, because timers rarely win Best Facilitator, but today the timer won Best Facilitator. So congratulations, Toastmaster and VP Education Imran Rana. And for the final award of the day, we have the Critics' Choice Award, and in this award, we have a secret critic evaluate all the speeches as if they were international speech contest speeches. So that encourages our members to make every speech engaging and a complete package rather than just going by strictly the requirements of the project. So the requirements of the project are not relevant in Critics' Choice, only the timing and the criteria according to the international speech contest ballot. So our top three for the today are third place winner is Toastmaster Karim Meghani. Congratulations. Second place winner is Toastmaster Mariam Aftab Kidwai. And I'm not surprised at this. In fact, what I'm surprised about is that the first place winner is Toastmaster Latif Meghani, because Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali, because Toastmaster Mariam is a real threat. So you should be grateful. So you know what? I haven't heard any of the speeches, so I can say whatever I want. So yeah, congratulations to all the winners. And our VP Education, do you have something to announce with respect to the next meeting? Over to you.
Yes, thank you very much, Toastmaster Talha. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, first of all, I would request everyone that we are going to have our combined meeting with MI Speak Toastmasters Club, that is from Canada. So I request everyone to please suggest your theme. The winning theme will receive a beautiful printed Karachi Toastmasters Club. Second thing is that the coming Wednesday will be on 9th of Muharram. For that, we are shifting our meeting to Tuesday. So we will be having meeting on Tuesday. So there will be no need for circulation of Google form. All you need, I will be sending the Google form, just requesting you to please fill that form properly so that we can make the agenda easily. One more announcement is that we're going to have our first combined meeting with what's the name of that Toastmasters Club? Toastmaster Tala, 21st.
It's a club in Pune, India. I remember. That's what I remember.
Yes.
PMPC or something. Yeah.
Yes, that will be on 21st of August. So we will be needing role players for that. It's on Saturday. The best thing is that it's on Saturday, not on Wednesday. So that's all. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much. And I have another announcement, and that is that we are going to, again, this is just a teaser because the XCOM has already decided on something, but we are not sharing it, not because we want to keep it secret, but because it's not the right time to announce it. But we have decided to actually upgrade the meetings of the club in a major way. And you'll learn about the details very soon. But suffice it to say that it will be a win-win situation for all of us, because the members will have more opportunities and to speak and to get evaluated. And we will all of us will have a much richer learning experience. So that's all that I'm going to share about it. Toastmaster Javeria, I think you can, if you're not already part of our guest group, you can perhaps become a part of the guest group, or you can ask Toastmaster Furqan to share the details of the meeting that you are talking about, so that anyone who's interested from KTC can just look at that link and participate. So with that, I believe all the order of business has completed. So
the meeting will not be completed once we have a national song by Toastmaster Karim Meghani.
Yes.
And Ghulam Qadir.
And Ghulam.
That was a surprise. TM Ghulam Qadir can start.
Before that, I request everyone to please turn on their video so that we can see each other.
And I can take a picture.
So, TM Ghulam Qadir is there?
Yes, he is there. Say the word song and he magically appears.
TM Ghulam Qadir, let's start with Dil Dil Pakistan. I can share. Long times.
Okay, so let's start with one of the Mehdi Hassan's number.
Okay.
And I want Kareem you to sing with me. Well, in fact, everyone should sing with myself and Kareem.
Okay.
No. You cannot sing with each other. One has to sing at one time and then the other.
No.
Okay, so
let them try. Why not let them try? Why not let them try? The communication and the video lag will teach them a lot of lessons. Let them try.
Please take the picture.
Yeah.
Let's start singing together first, and then we can figure it out. ये वतन तुम्हारा है, तुम हो पास इसके, ये चमन तुम्हारा है, तुम हो नग़मा इसके, इस चमन
के फूलों पर रंगो अब तुमसे है,
इस ज़मीं
का हर
आफ़ताब तुमसे है,
ये फिज़ा तुम्हारी है,
बहरोबर तुम्हारे कहकर रह गुज़र तुम्हारे हैं, ये वतन तुम्हारा है, तुम हो पास बाइस।
Very nice. Very nice.
Amazing, guys. Amazing. Next number, please. Don't end this.
So next
You guys
number
should-
will be from our female participants. Let's see. We want to hear them out as well.
Toastmaster Imran want to sing.
Rabia, it's
Toastmaster
your turn.
Rabia, Toastmaster
Rabia,
Mariam
it's your turn.
Aftab,
Okay. हम
Toastmaster
जिंदा
Meher, Toastmaster
कौम हैं,
Heba.
हम जिंदा कौम हैं,
कौम है
हम जिंदा
जिंदा
कौम हैं,
कौम है
जिंदा
जिंदा
कौम
कौम
हैं,
है
सबकी है पहचान, हम सबका कर पाकिस्तान पाकिस्तान पाकिस्तान।
Let's hear from our president as well.
Everyone smile, please. Everyone smile.
सितारा एक है कलमा भी वाहिद परचम के सहारा एक हम यक दिल हम यक जा हम यक दिल हम यक जा हम जिंदा कौम हैं आइंदा कौम है जिंदा
हम सब
आइंदा
हम सबका पाकिस्तान पाकिस्तान पाकिस्तान।
पाकिस्तान।
Wow. Were it not for Toastmaster Imran, the high notes would have been lost. So thank you, VP Education, for coming to the rescue of all the singers and hitting those high notes.
Nice. My wife is giving, and फरमाइश इस परचम के साए तले.
Okay. Okay.
If anybody
Solo, have it solo.
परचम के साए
What a normal accent song.
Have it solo. Have it solo. Kareem, come on.
साझी अपनी खुशियाँ और गम नेक है हम
Yeah, Imran, that was original. Very nice.
पाक वतन की
अपनी खुशियाँ
जान से
सांझी
प्यारी
अपनी खुशियाँ और गम एक है हम एक है इस परचम के साए तले हम एक है हम एक है. You can hear my wife's voice also.
Yes. What a lovely duet. What a lovely duet.
Thank you.
Now let's have it from Ghulam Qadir, please. So last
Yes.
one
Yes.
solo.
One solo from Toastmaster Ghulam Qadir.
Which one?
Anyone, your choice. Let's end it now.
Spangled Banner.
A difficult one, so no one can
How
interrupt
about
you.
some song from Junaid Jamshed?
वतन की मिट्टी गवाह रहना
Isn't that Noor Jahan?
गवाह रहना वतन की मिट्टी गवाह रहना गवाह रहना वतन की मिट्टी अजीम है तू अजीम तर हम बना रहे हैं गवाह रहना वतन की मिट्टी गवाह रहना गवाह रहना तेरे महन्नी की हर सदा में तेरी ही खुशबू महक रही है हर एक सुर में हर एक लय में आगे का क्या आता है आगे मुझे आई डोंट रिमेम्बर वतन की मिट्टी गवाह रहना
अजीम है तू
बना रहे हैं गवाह रहना।
Yeah, Imran, you look original. That's wonderful.
Anyone else who wants to sing? Any of the ladies?
Yeah, Toastmaster Meher as a guest.
I forgotten all the national songs. I started since long.
The
You were
floor is
talking
open.
about Jamshed's song. Sing any of his.
Yeah, exactly. Why not?
ए वतन प्यारे वतन, ए वतन प्यारे वतन, पाक वतन, पाक वतन, ए मेरे प्यारे वतन, ए वतन प्यारे वतन, तू दिल अफरोज बहारों का करो ताजा चमन, तू महकते हुए फूलों का हसीना गुलशन, मेरे महबूब वतन तुझ पे अगर जाहो फिदा, मैं ये समझूंगा ठिकाने लगा सरमाया तन, ऐ वतन प्यारे वतन.
I would like to sing one more stanza of this song. The first stanza.
Yes, please. Yes, please. After.
तुझसे है मेरी तमन्ना की दुनिया पुरनूर, आज़्म मेरा कभी मेरे इरादे हैं गयूर, मेरी हस्ती में अमा है मेरी मस्ती में शऊर, जाफिजा मेरा तखय्युल है शीरी है सुखन, है मेरे प्यारे वतन, है वतन प्यारे वतन, पाक वतन, पाक वतन, है मेरे प्यारे वतन, मेरा दिल तेरी मोहब्बत का है जान बख्श दयार, मेरा सीना तेरी हुर्मत का है संगीन हिसार, मेरे महबूब वतन तुझ पे होकर जान निसार, मैं ये समझूंगा ठिकाने लगा सरमाया तन, है मेरे प्यारे वतन.
Wow. Simply brilliant.
That was great.
मलका तरन्नुम नूरजहां की एक गाना था, उसके चंद लाइंस. लगाने आग जो आए थे आशियाने को, वो शोले अपने लहू से बुझा दिए तुमने, बचा लिया है यतीमी से कितने फूलों को, सुहाग कितनी बहारों के रख दिए तुमने, तुम्हें चमन की फजाएं सलाम कहती है राहे हक के शहीदों, वफा की तस्वीरों, तुम्हें वतन की हवाएं सलाम कहती है
मैं राहे हक के शहीदों.
Zabardast. Awesome.
Wow, you made our celebration, buddy. Thank you.
Oh yes, that was
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful.
wonderful. That was goosebumps inducing from start to finish. So thank you, everyone. I think nobody was expecting that we had so many brilliant singers, and that's not just in the manner of saying. The technical merit of some of the singers that we witnessed today was astounding. So maybe there's a club in there somewhere, advanced singing club. So I don't know, but absolutely brilliant. And with that, we will bring this memorable meeting to a close, and we're stopping the recording. Anybody who wants to say anything as a goodbye, please go ahead.